Dharma is supposed to collect the energy and the potential and the karmic disposition for us to transform our mind. And the reason why we transform our mind is the very reason we enter Dharma, to find happiness. So therefore, we should make a very, very good motivation, extremely powerful motivation, that we're going to be here and we're going to learn and we're going to push ourselves and we're going to open our mind to receive Dharma in order that I can have a different perspective on how I've been seeing things my whole life. And therefore, when my perspective is different, everything around me changes. Everything changes. Physically, I don't change. And no one sees me physically changing, but inwardly, I totally change. It's a whole new universe. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to totally transform myself so that I can gain happiness. And when I gain this happiness and this kind of inner security, then I'm going to share it with other people. And there are more people and more beings than myself. So since more logically is more important than the one, I will listen to the Holy Dharma in order that I can be of tremendous benefit to others. I will listen to the Holy Dharma that I can bring benefit to others. So some of us may think at this time it's pretty difficult for me to bring benefit to anybody else, even my close friend. True. But if we create that aspiration and we plant that seed again and again and again, it is possible. Why? Karma makes things possible. How do we create karma? By thought. And then act it out in action. So therefore, if we don't create the thought, we always think cannot, cannot, cannot. It becomes cannot. So we get our prayer. We cannot do anything. We cannot help others. We cannot transform. We cannot change. Why? Because we always tell ourselves, we cannot. I cannot. It cannot. They cannot. It cannot. So if we always have this word cannot, it's a prayer. What is a prayer? A prayer is a subliminal message inside. So then after a while, when you receive the blessings of your prayer and your prayers open up, you become neurotic, psychotic, bitter, scared, unhappy, lonely. All these emotions come up. Why? Because we planted that in ourselves. Those are the prayers that we have planted in ourselves. So therefore, if every day we say cannot, cannot, cannot persevere, cannot understand, cannot push myself, I cannot improve, I cannot become better, I can't even help myself, forget about all sentient beings. If we think like that all the time, then our prayers become activated. Why? Because that's what we've been wishing. And that's the message we send to our mind. That's the message we send to ourselves. That's the message we always send inside. I cannot. So when we send another message, although in the beginning it might be superficial, I can. I will benefit others. I will help others. When we think of it that way, we send them another message. At first, the message is laughed at. You know, a part of us laughs at it. You know, I'm going to help all sentient beings, and another part of you goes, no, you're not. You never help anybody. And then you have this kind of battle going on. It talks to each other. You know, so you send another message. I'm going to help even my enemies, the people that really bother me, you know. And then the other part, yeah, let's see if you really can. You know, and there's this battle. We laugh at ourselves, and then we send another message. I am definitely going to do my practice, and I'm going to dedicate, I'm going to develop concentration. The other part goes, oh, no. The only thing you concentrate on is yourself. And then it goes on and on. Then you say, okay, I'm going to hold on my vows. And then before you even finish your sentence, another part of you laughs really loud. Your vows, my foot. Your vow, what vows? Do you even know what your vows are? So, you know, there's this kind of multiple personality going on all the time where we laugh at ourselves. And what's that laughing? I can't help others. I'm not a good person. And I'm happy being not a good person because I'm happy being unhappy. I'm trying to be happy, and I'm unhappy, but I'm happy being unhappy. And it just goes on and on. And then when we say I'm unhappy, the other part of you, actually, you don't hear any sounds. All what you feel is your mind going out and patting your back. That's right. You can't help anybody. I hate my enemies. I'm going to scream at my enemies. I'm going to throw a BF at my enemies. I'm going to totally harm my enemies, and I'm going to ignore them. And then it goes like that. Yeah, wonderful. Good, good, good. And then I can't help anybody. I don't want to help anybody. I can't change. And then, you know, you get a hug. So if people are watching you, you're hugging yourself like, yeah, very good. So if you say, I can't help anybody, I can't help no one, and I don't want to help no one, and I want to just take care of myself, then you get a very big bear hug. You know, like, oh, wow. Give yourself a big hug. It's like, oh. And then if you say, all of the above, and I'm never going to change, so why bother, then you make love with yourself. You make actually full tantric, love with yourself. So you go with yourself in the other room, you make love to yourself, and you finish, you say, was it good for you? It was wonderful. Why'd you do that for me? Because I rewarded myself for saying I can't do anything. And that's the psychology we put in our minds. That's the psychology. So what happens is we've got to stop making love with ourselves for the wrong way, wrong reasons, stop patting ourselves on the back, and stop giving us a hug. We've got to stop doing that. Why? If we create this energy, I cannot. If we create this energy, I cannot. It will be, I cannot. If we create this energy, I can. Although it might be a little superficial and not as strong in the beginning, it will become. Why? Everything that you are now and everything that you're not right now is your own creation. So if you are, computer technicians in here, it's because you want it to be. If you are married, it's because you wanted to be married. It's because when I was small, I wanted to grow. My big goal in life, the reason I came to this planet is I'm going to grow up, I'm going to get a wonderful husband, I'm going to get a wonderful wife, and I'm going to get married, I'm going to have wonderful kids, and these kids are going to be wonderful, they're going to look just like me, and then I'm going to put them through education, and they're going to grow up, and that's the purpose of me coming to this planet. Isn't that wonderful? And of course, you make love to yourself after you say that, because that's really a big purpose. And then we look at dogs doing that, we look at goats doing that, we look at the giraffes doing that, we look at the water buffaloes doing that, we're saying, how come they can do what I can do?